Yo, Red. Yo, are we live right now? Where the family at? Let me I got an important message for the family. Okay. Alright, we should be live, family. Okay. I see the family come. War Moon. That's my nigga. War Moon. Yo, can you hear me? How's the audio? What's up? Queen V, Denmark, Star Mecca. Yes. Alright. Yeah. Okay, Wu said he can hear me, so we all good to go. Yo, listen, family, I got a real life magical story to tell y'all. And full moon in Aquarius. Is that today, Red? That's right now? We in a full moon in Aquarius right now?
First one of 2020. This is a powerful Aquarius full moon.
Yo, first full moon 2020 Aquarius. I got a magical story to tell y'all. We need to hear stories about this in real life because we study history and we get inspired by history. We are history. Thank you, Nova. That's the brother Nova right there. He's out here. 125th, the son of Jack Felder. We have to acknowledge magic in real time. And I think that's the mistake they made in Jesus' time. And Jesus he wasn't greater than who we are. He was just a melanated being who utilized his full potential. Who are we? Melanated beings who shouldn't utilize our full potential. So with that being said, listen, we got something magical that happened over the last 2 decades of 125th. Everybody knows this word called gentrification.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's on 25th. Yeah. The biggest build. That's the biggest building in Harlem on 25th.
Hiding the state office.
Yeah. Okay.
This is who? This is yours?
Yeah, that's mine. I got another one. You want that? What y'all doing? I got about 200 people in here right now. Listen, so what I'm saying is that we study history for a reason to get inspired and to learn. But sometimes there's real life examples happening in the present and buffering. The audio is buffering.
Yo, Rich, you went up to the Bronx?
Nah. Oh, that's the original vegans. Remember this? It used to be on 7th? The original joint. No. They right there on 25th and what's that? Park or Madison?
Oh, Jolico.
Yeah, not Jolico, the other one.
Other one across the street.
But next to Manners. They're right next to Manners, yeah. Yeah, Juice Bar, yeah. I'm just talking to my family. So listen, why there's no coincidence where Red Pill, Sarnetta, and the brother Nova sets up. There's only one building that's out of shop for decades. Multi-million-dollar property, Mart 125. There's only one building that hasn't been able to open up in 2 decades. Let me say this again. There's only one building in the whole 125th strip. Let me show you all these beautiful stores. Jimmy Jazz, Apollo, Banana Republic, whatever, Red Lobster, and that. They got the the new condos coming up. For whatever reason, this spot hasn't been able to open up. This shit is magical. You know why? Because once this spot's open up, they would tell Red Pill, Blue Pill, Sarnetta, Nova to leave, and they're not ready to leave in their conscious mind.
That would disrupt.
That would disrupt the order. Do you know how much Red Pill and Blue Pill contributed to consciousness in the last decade? That would have disrupted some of the things that happened and went on because everything would have went off whack. Everybody has to follow a script. We're fucking actors. We have to follow a script. I got my script. Do you understand your script? Red Pill has this script. Nova has this script. We all have a script. We are actors in the game called life. They cannot interrupt my script. Nigga, listen. Once something is bound to happen for you, it's bound to happen for you. Stop me. The point of me saying, don't even think about the how, the when, the where. It's just gonna. It is what it is. When you're artist, when you're creative, you start to. We was talking about that yesterday, me, you, and Cambada. The more creative you are, the more you realize, I didn't think of this shit. This shit just happened. Yo, this shit yo, why did it just happen like this? Like, yo, y'all really think that, it's not about being genius, it's about being receptive. Nikola Tesla was receptive. Our ancestors were receptive. All the inventors were receptive. It's time we have an antenna consciousness instead of ego consciousness. The ego says I exist, it's all about me. And antenna says it's all about tuning in to who I really am, a higher consciousness. We are antennas, human antennas. You understand me, family? Yeah. Oh, they said Brother Rich Mississippi. No, I had a little bit of the fermented juice, but I haven't been sipping. But I'm passionate. What's important is that I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. I'm very, very, very passionate about this. Magic means a lot to me. My name is Black Magic. So magic means a whole lot to me. A whole lot. A whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
People don't realize that magic is what they're seeing in what is called the now, or what they're seeing in front of them. They think they equate magic with Harry Potter, moving things with your mind, all of the paranormal and whatnot. Realizing magic is basically two things: the manipulation of the elements, fire, water, air, earth, and also manifesting thought in real time, being able to speak something into existence. That's magic, or that's mystical as well. And that's something that our people.
But Red, that I totally understand it. But Red, what y'all did is amazing. Y'all kept a building shut down, and people want to say, "We'll do that all over the country. We'll do this. We'll do that." Well, maybe we don't understand exactly what we did because we're so new. We just got out of segregation. We just started drinking from. We went through so much as far as our journey in this country. So maybe we don't fully understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
But what y'all did, Red, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. How can we duplicate that? Is that something we consciously gonna figure out, or is just we won't figure it out?
Well, one of the things about this area, or rather this spot that we are at, this lays on a specific grid. This is on a specific ley line. This is on a specific, energy grid. Bobby Hemmett produced a picture where he showed that across the street from the Apollo in the 30s.
Right.
There was a brother on his soapbox getting it in. When you see the pictures of Malcolm X and Malik Shabazz going in, he's right here on this grid, right on this black dot. I'm talking about right on this parallel line. Remember, this whole thing is about parallels. This whole thing is about ley lines. So in certain places, certain things are going to sprout out. That's the mysticism in the magic of today. That's the mysticism in the mythos being actually written out.
Facts.
Today. Right now, as we do this video, right across the street in the Apollo, Rick Ross is at the Apollo, the boss, right? And that man lays very intricately in my story personally, because 10 years ago in 2005, that's who I was listening to, because I just left Miami to come to Harlem. And I was getting, the Rick Ross Port of Miami wave was crazy. Right? So, linking up with this brother right here, Nova Felder, with his father, linking up with Nova Felder, right, in 2005, who, the first night I came out here, my ribs was touching, right? I came to New York on my 30th birthday. I was in East New York in the projects, but I had no inventory. I had no way of getting money because I was coming from Miami and I decided to stay out here. Something told me, nigga, stay right here. I did my midlife crisis. I came to Harlem. Him and his father told me I could get money out here in front of the Mart, right? In front of the Mart 125th, which is basically, if the people don't know, in the 90s and in the 80s, come here, y'all, right? This was a black mall across the street from the Apollo, where when you hear about the legend of Dapper Dan and the Gucci and all of this other stuff, it was this side of the Mart 125. Picture the Mart 125 was a black-owned, black businesses. Remember DMX video? What was the video about the girls?
How's it going down?
How's it going down? That was in front of the Mart. The Mart had jewelry stores, leather stores.
Oh shit, I forgot. You're right.
African soap.
That was in front of the Mart. Right.
They had, they had jewelry and whatnot. The majority of the vendors in there were melanated. They were on their way to being millionaires, right? Giuliani, who's currently one of the clowns in the peanut gallery of Donald Trump, he was involved in shutting it down and whatnot. But after that, the people that kept the legacy and the torch going, from my research, was this brother right here and his father, the Felders, Nova Felder, and Jack Felder, Dr. Jack Felder, brother Sinetta, right? Brother Sutek he closed down his brick and mortar. Soul Brothers Boutique.
We told him come out here.
We'd say, yo,
we told him
stop
come right
paying your
here.
rent, nigga.
This
Come on the
spot
block.
right
Yeah.
We told him like, yo,
Because they pushed him out. Gentrification
Come
pushed
here,
him out.
come right here.
He was on 128th on the same block as Mosque number 7. Yeah, they pushed him out and he came on the block. Kings County, right?
Right.
I started with Kings County. KT drew the picture of the Pharaoh and whatnot.
Yes.
I put it on a t-shirt. I asked them permission. Yo, can I eat with y'all? They said, yeah. Remember Hustle Man?
Yup.
Who's shopping? Who's shopping? God bless the dead. The police killed them later on. Who's shopping? He let me set up, and it was over after that. Black Dot gave me startup money. Yeah, Sinetta threw me a few dollars, and there was no turning back ever since. So out of that, Notre Dame TV was born through YouTube 08, right?
For that Obama money.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't think, like, I need to continue to stress. I don't think the world, the magic, I don't, like, you gotta understand, what Harlem represents in New York City. And you gotta understand what 125th represents. And you gotta understand there's one fucking building that is not renovated, that is not occupied. There's one fucking building.
The 5th largest business in the world.
And listen, there's only one fucking building, and it's in front of Red Pill, Sonetta, and Nova. Like, there's no coincidence. No, there's not that much coincidence in the world. Number one, I want to give praise and honor to whatever y'all doing, and number two, I just want to figure out how to duplicate it on a massive scale.
Can I share something with you?
Yes.
Remember,
Yes.
when Dr. Jack Felder set up, right, with the Harlem University, right, by having Dr. Ben's catalog, right?
Yes.
After they closed down the mall, they had materialistic African items and things of that nature. You know, businesses and whatnot that were tangible, but these were businesses that were dealing with materialism, capitalism,
Yes.
because they were selling things, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from that. Giuliani shut it down and attempted to stop the vibration of a magical place which is known as Harlem. That 100 years ago, in the 1920s, Casper Hosting The Virgin Islands got up with a brother from South Carolina. Always the brothers from the Carolinas. It's always the Geechee and Gullahs. Those are the magic workers. Those are the ones. We here with Rick Ross, Geechee, nigga. Dr. Felder. You know what I'm talking about? The Geechees. They cook. They come from the Carolinas, and if it's the underworld or if it's the overworld, they cook. They have come to New York, and they made history. So 100 years ago, brothers and sisters took an algorithm of zeros and ones, or ones and twos for that matter, or 1, 2s, and 3s, which is African. Because in West Africa, here we have my brother who was an in-stew king. This ain't no YouTube thing.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? In it. This is mine is, this is real king. In
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah, this is a Ghanaian in a year, in a century.
Yes.
Yeah. And Nova has been in stools as well.
Kingmaker.
But that's the kingmaker.
Nana Sari. Yes.
I'm not sorry.
And you became African where?
In Harlem.
Okay, where?
1 to 5.
All right.
1, 2, 5.
1 to 5 in
I'm not a
Harlem.
fact. Sometimes I spot when y'all come to Ghana.
1 to 5.
Our spot is called 1, 2, 5.
Uh,
Our spot is called Harlem 1, 2, 5. Yo, our spot in Accra.
It's
That's what
history.
it's called.
1.
Yo, open in 2020.
where you from, brother?
Ghana.
Ghana.
Choco. We're from Choco. We gotta give Accra credit too.
Yeah. Yeah. Let them know. Let them know. Yeah.
The master teacher Mfudishi.
Mfudishi.
Yes, they do commerce. They work together. They build projects. Yeah, they have,
and everything. Yeah.
and they made it a global affair. It went from working together in Harlem to Mfudishi working internationally. We were in the UK together. When we were in Parliament.
Birmingham.
When we were in Parliament, right, in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
When we were uniting the kingdom.
Oh, yes.
Right
Yes,
here.
we did that.
Along with Queen Diambi.
Biambi. Yes. No, yeah, but that was so significant because that was a king, a priest, and a queen.
That's right.
Woo!
She said all the signs.
Christopher
And
Walker.
you know what? I'll bring you the history because the last time I checked in the house, it was one of our sisters who were born in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And where your grandpops is from?
St. Croix.
St. Croix. Our people is there. That's the family is there.
I already know.
I'm telling you, bro. This is
My grandfather, Lloyd Thomas, who goes by the name of Prince. He's a calypso. He's the first calypso singer to leave St. Croix to perform at the Apollo. All right, he's the brother who he was teaching Farrakhan the ukulele back in the day. My grandfather's a musical legend. Henceforth, the musical. Thank you. That's the musical genius that we carry on. So at the end of the day, this is what success is. This is what peace of mind is. Honor the father and their mother so your days on this earth is long. My father is a professor, a real professor, not professor on YouTube. My father's in a CUNY. My mama met him at Columbia. How about that? Right? My mother was a student and my father was a professor at Columbia. My father is a former, he comes from the Panther era, right? My mama is a healer. So I'm teaching like a professor and
Healing.
healing the people.
Man.
Yo,
so regardless of what anybody would have to say when they decided they wanted to judge me or put me on any kind of cross or scale and whatnot, I'm actually living out these.
They made you.
they made you. They made you.
I always tell you.
They made you.
Carrying on tradition.
We came with a moon.
So,
We came with a moon.
look, he was carrying on tradition, right? I went into Brooklyn in the early 2000s. I think it was like 07. I saw Supernova in Crown Heights, right? Waving, I'm talking about hanging with flags, red and the blue. But he had T.D. Rogers. He had real Bloods and real Crips in the building, so it wasn't like he was false flagging. So here it is, he's carrying on the tradition of his mama in the Heights healing. You know, all the way back in like 07 and whatnot.
That's going on 2 decades almost.
So magical things have occurred And in a way, and I say mystical things, because when I say magical, people who are still Christianized will get lost on what we're saying. When I say mystical, on a day like this of an Aquarian full moon, hopefully you could gather what it is that we're saying, that there's been a bunch of mystical things happening in these here streets. And we got receipts, and we got people who are still here who got the memory of saying, hold on. Yo, the whole rap game is on the same wave that y'all was out here cooking up with tilapia years ago. Remember the tilapia with Bam, God bless the dead? Yeah. You know what I mean? The Michael Jackson wave, the Obama wave, all of these waves that we tapped into. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
the money that was earned in that thing right there. You know,
But it's like, listen, I'm gonna conclude it by saying it's magical what y'all did out here. It's doing, and will do. Like,
us. Y'all are all living this.
we got the whole diaspora here. Where you from, my brother?
My mother's from Kenya. My dad is from Gullah Geechee from South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And now my brother made me a Nana in Ghana. So
Where you from, Red? Where you?
my mother's family is from the Virgin Islands, St. Croix to be exact.
Uh-huh.
St. Thomas, St. John's. My father's family is from the Americas, a Mexican in Africa.
Ados.
Ados, yeah.
Yeah. Where you from, my brother?
Yes, I'm from Africa, precisely Ghana. But I'm African. I
Uh-huh.
call myself a Ghanaian. I happen to be in Ghana,
Yes.
but I'm African.
all the way back from Kenya.
All the way back. So, and I'm now in United States, New York, Harlem, for a mission.
Yes, sir.
My
Yes.
sisters sent me here for a mission. So let's go back home.
Indeed.
Whoever watching this
Ah.
at this time,
Yes.
it's time to go home.
Yes.
Because let me say this
Yes.
on the record, that if a tree leaves lose its beauty, that means it loses its value. And where is that problem coming from? It's coming from the roots. Now, as Africans, black people, as we call ourselves, before we lose our value, and now we got to put value on ourselves, and nobody will do that to us, or nobody will do that for us. But we got to do that for ourselves, and this is the time. Now the talking is over. We are in different eras, different energies. Like the brother said, the brother Red said, it's Aquarius, time of energy. You'll be hearing mystery, and you yourself, you will begin to speak things that you don't even like. What's going on? This is the time. So get up and let's do it. Everybody, if you put your ears down, you see everybody saying it, even from the Europe.
Just jumping out the Sprinter right here. Somebody jumping out a Sprinter. Let's get him on film. Catch whoever that is. Catch whoever that is.
Family was good. Y'all all right? All right. All right. All right. All right.
This is what I want to say. That this demonstration, you know, and this mark right here, you know, this is what we call legacy. This is what we call, you know, Black history. Going into February, we're going to build on more of it and, you know, unpack it a little bit more and go deeper into it. But on the way that the irony of how the ancestors speak, right across the street, you have somebody by the name of Rick Ross. Not the Rick Ross of Freeway Rick Ross, but Rick Ross from California. Nope. Somebody who I was listening to 10 years ago. You know, Mr. BMF, Mr. Port of Miami. But when you listen to the message that a Rick Ross has, 10 years later, this man is dealing with street consciousness. You know what I mean? When whoever comes out, a Meek Mill, you know what I'm talking about? A Puff Daddy, whoever that comes out on stage, these people 10 years later are dealing with a level of street consciousness, a balance, right? A balance, a fine line between being ratchet or being ignorant or being dead or being awake. Something that the 5% is called 5%ers. You know? And what I want to say is, 10 years later from now, when you look around a rap game, when you look at your Dame Dashes, he just was on the Breakfast Club, listen to his conversation. When you listen to a Jay-Z, listen to his conversation. When you listen to a P. Diddy, listen to his conversation. When you listen to a Killer Mike, when you listen to a T.I., when you listen to a David Banner, when you listen to all of the people who 10 years ago wasn't resonating and wasn't on the same page, the people in these streets right here in front of this Mark 125th, when it closed down and it shut off the quote-unquote products and services from black entrepreneurs, it only left the products and services of Sinetta TV, Harlem and Samo by the way of the quote-unquote Felders, Nodaless TV in Kings County, and Brother Sutek, and other people who came along vicariously and whatnot to emanate. And then what we have done via content, because we live in a day and age where content is king, right? Brother Rich, did Brother Rich's platform form out of result of the influence of a Sinetta TV?
Indeed, yes.
Did a Baba TV form out of the influence of a Sinetta TV?
Yes.
Did a quote unquote all of the satellite HOKs, did they form as a result of out of Sinetta TV?
Yes.
Did the trolls, the ones who went on to do all kind of other stuff, did they form as a result of Sinetta TV?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So Sinetta TV personally, as a foundation, right here on this strip, right here, this shit right here, across the street from the Apollo, where you have to rub the motherfucking the wood to become, you can walk in as a mortal and leave as an immortal. But the same thing took place over here. You could walk up in front of those red, black, show them RBG flags. Show them RBG flags. You could pull up on the RBG flags as a mortal. Nobody know your name. And then you demonstrate in front of the cannon and the whole world know your name as a god. Remember, over there they're turning man into immortals. Over here, they're turning man into icons. It's a different energy. It hit differently. Over there, you could get a record deal. Over here, you could get a deal in the realm of the ancestors.
Oh shit! Oh
It's a
shit!
continuation of what Garvey did. It's a continuation of what Malcolm did.
Oh shit! We're dropping it, y'all.
Black dot right here is magical. So yes, it's mystical.
Yes.
So thank you, Rich, for even bringing that up. You know what I'm talking about? The 8, the 125 is the 8. We in the motherfucking 2020 in the 4. You know what I mean? That's magical in it of itself. Go and do the research. Go to Wikipedia about the Mark 125th. Understand what has been closed in front of you for 20 years. Our potential has been closed in front of us. The means for us to own these buildings was closed in front of us. The only thing left is us, and we talked about it on Boss Talk. You add your own value
Yes.
to your own.
Yes.
You got the Midas touch. So if I'm worth $1 trillion, then it's us. It's on us to show that. Nobody else. Because if it's on anybody else, you niggas is gonna have a problem with that. Put it on yourself. You add value to everything. We add value to Rick Ross. There's no Rick Ross without our touch. There's no Apollo without our touch. It was the niggas in the audience, right? If they booed, your value was what? If you got booed in the Apollo, what happened to your value?
Went all the way down.
Down.
Down, baby.
If you won
Down.
grand prize,
Fair
what was
market.
your value?
Up.
Fair
You was
market.
you had the opportunity to become an icon. You was guaranteed to be an immortal. You hold the value, melanated, you know what I'm saying, carbonated, right? And dosated people, like, and it's not just on you. It's on everybody who's here, who's resonating on this motherfucking grid. Because can you explain what's going on with the Brooklyn drill, with Pop Smoke and all of these young guns and whatnot? That's the islands. That's all of the islands dealing with the UK. That's a whole nother energy, but we're gonna talk about that a whole nother day. You know what I'm talking about? But we add value to each other. So my thing is this: if you wanna bring value back to each other, there was value in the Mart 125th. That's why I own the domain, the Mart 125th, mind you, because I'm making that a super mall online. Because remember, it's no longer brick and mortar; it's click and order. It's a whole nother phase. It's all digital now. It's all light phase. It's not atoms, it's bits. So we're not caught up on the physical no more. We did our work for the past, how many years? More than 10.
2 decades, bro. It's
Shout out to
2020.
Dr. Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemme, Dr. Elder Blair. Shout out to Dr. Hakeem Bey. Shout out to all of the legends who came on 25th and changed the paradigm. We're talking paradigm shifter. I'm talking about, I can name everybody that we looked up to 10 years as the quote unquote rap gods. And they all got surfboards. Riding a wave. And when you think about it, is it their wave or are they riding a wave? Right? Are they guests in a house or did they build the house? Think about it. They riding a wave. So this wave was started right here and it was perfected in other places. I'm not going to take away from Detroit. I'm not going to take away from Atlanta. I'm not going to take away from any other places where people were, manifesting and emanating that light. But 85%, if you're dealing with the 5%ers and manifesting God, they deal with the 5%er, but the 85ers was in contact with this raw consciousness right on the strip of the Black Mecca in Africa, Little Africa, 125th, my G. And we was out here holding it down. And that, just look out, that's going to be a documentary in the future. But that's the story, that's the greatest story that needs to be told.
Yo, Red, man, like, I definitely appreciate you talking to the people about what, the magic of 125th. Like, this is black magic, know the ledge. Yo, listen, we been into this occult realm. We studied Azariah, Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Valentine.
I mean, made this possible.
Yeah, all of them made this.
Remember, they all lifted the veil. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing that we talk about is possible without acknowledging our master teachers. Dawood, Bobby, Phil, Azariah, you know what I'm saying? Delbert. They lifted the veil. And the Black Dot with the hip hop. AA with the Kabbalah.
Black Dot was the youngest elder. He was the youngest elder. That generation, it was the elders and Black Dot. He was part of the elders. He was the youngest one. He was the youngest one, man. Shout out to Black Dot. Yeah.
The first day that I hit 25th in 05, right? We need to make this a thug holiday. Dr. Felder, right? Invited me to the O'Berry Dempsey Center to see Dr. Ben tribute.
The Soul Brothers Boutique Foundation was doing a tribute to Dr. Ben. Living
While he was there. I seen Dr. Ben.
Dr. Ben was living.
I go home and tell my grandfather, Lloyd Thomas, who's also known as Prince, a Calypso legend. He said, fam, me and Dr. Ben is from St. Croix together. That's a childhood friend. He buried your sister Tanisha. He did the rites, he did the opening of the mouth ceremony for my sister who made transition before we came. He did the opening of the mouth and then my mother gave birth to twins after that.
Bam.
So we're talking, that's what I'm saying when I say mystical, I'm saying mythos.
Whew.
I'm saying we have to follow, we have to study the mythos, we have to study the Gnostics, we have to understand that we are, that they wrote the Bible about now. They
Yes.
write it from
Prophecy.
behind.
It was prophecy.
It's prophecy.
Prophecy.
You dealing with soothsayers, you dealing with
Oh shit, he back. He back. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
told him that they talk about.
You gotta talk a little louder, please. Talk a little.
They talk about Kemet. It's
Yes.
in books. You go to eat, but Kemet never died.
Yes.
Kemet exists.
Yes.
This is Nana Asa Are. So Kemet still live. We are the Kemites.
We the Kemites.
Or whatever you want to call it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Listen.
We are.
When y'all come to
We're still
Ghana,
alive.
I'm
We
gonna take y'all to the
magicians.
shrine.
We make it happen.
Right? We the Freemasons. We can publicly say this.
Public.
All this,
360.
the Matrix. We are the Matrix.
6.99.
We the
never
Freemasons.
33.
We never died, bro. We never died. The white man did not take us out. The Arab didn't take us out. We still here.
We are the secret. We are the secret that all
I done
wanna tell
spoke
you.
to the high
We are the
priest
secret.
from Kemet.
fact.
Listen, my mother people descended from the high priest.
Yes.
In Kemet.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
His people on their shrine is Kemet. It's a pyramid.
Yeah.
It's a crystal. The top of the pyramid is the shrine where they installed us.
Yes.
So we be thinking, oh, that's a dead civilization. You fools. We are the civilization. We
Yes.
are what's carrying the legacy.
Facts.
Right now. It's in the DNA. How you think we can do all the things we're doing? Why you think the magic beyond the mark, the magic is for us African people to have survived the Ma'afa for the last 500 years? How you think you survived it? Right? How you think they survived colonialization? We doing it.
Yes.
Because we are the magic. You gotta stop thinking magic is a thing. You are the magic. You
That's a
1 in
fact.
4 trillion chance to live and you here.
And you here.
You here.
Fact.
You
Yes.
here, God.
1 in 4 trillion chance.
What do that mean?
You here.
Damn.
Here,
You
nigga.
here. Even in our
What did you
ignorance,
say?
we God.
Even in the ignorance?
Even our ignorance, we
Even
still
in our
God.
ignorance.
Shit.
They still following us. Listen, we doing our shit
Rick Ross
backwards
is
in the
still
90s.
God.
Remember?
Even
Remember
in
Chris
it,
Cross?
yes.
Even shorties, you put the shit on backwards, they follow you with the backwardsness.
Yes.
Fact.
Right? No white man told Chrissy Cross to fucking dress like that. Yeah, all
Yeah,
everybody was like,
yeah.
yo, we doing that.
We doing that.
All the
Yeah.
ignorance. The brothers was here in their ignorance. But they still God.
We still divine in our ignorance. Don't
Yo,
ever get it
never
fucked up.
died.
We cook, we turn up. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yes.
we tap into the you know, we
Yes,
dial
my
it, we
king.
turn the dial back to 1.
Yes.
Like we God anywhere you see it, anywhere it goes about. Rick Ross is God in so many different realities and so many people's world and whatnot.
yes.
Not to take anything away from him. So whatever we're looking for, we already found it. We already understand. There's nothing you don't have to look for it anymore. It's already here.
Oh, you said.
But check this out.
You said.
check
You
this
said.
out.
You
They
said.
said the last time in their Bible,
Yeah.
this is for the Christians.
Yes.
In their Bible,
In their Bible.
in their Bible that on the last days, the children of what? The Israelites will
Yes.
go back home.
That's the
Uh-huh.
Coming.
Uh-oh.
See the
The
imposter.
past is coming out.
The imposter
Mm.
did something before the real time came.
Steal the legacy. To steal the
Steal
legacy.
the legacy.
Stole
Mm.
the
And
legacy.
the ancestors don't lie.
Whew.
So
This is the right time.
So,
Yes, sir.
So in October,
Yes,
right?
sir.
In October,
Yes, sir.
a delegation of us, and we were being led by Queen Diambi, King Yao, and we were being led by Mfishi, our master teacher. We
Yes.
were in Parliament. They bowed down. They opened up the.
Facts.
Right? So.
Bowels of the parliament.
So when we were allowed to speak in those halls, the halls, this is, remember, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry abdicated from this place where we set it off at,
Yes, sir.
in the Parliament,
Yes, sir.
Less than 3 months
in
later.
October.
Yes.
Talk to me, hold on. So, in the Parliament, whatever what we put out, I'm not putting everything that we put out because that will be available for the family to see. But a part of what we put out is for our people, those who are meant to go back, not everybody, because remember, we're dealing with percentages. If it's 44 million of us in here, North America, if 4 million of us go back,
That's major.
it's a
That's
wave,
major.
right? And then 4 million, we sat at a circle in a parliament, and we was like, yo, what did they say? Import, export.
That's it.
We spoke to some people who were some high level people. I'm not right.
Yes.
No, we did the job. We did a ritual. I told you
did
that
it.
what we did was a ritual.
When you
what me and
go
your
and look
brother
up
did,
the parliament,
we just
and,
break it.
and go and look up and go
what
and
we are
ask
doing.
Siri, when is the last time melanated people?
Wait. Not and look, check it out. Remember, tell them some of them saw a
On
little
record.
video. How was we dressed? How we came in there?
And proper Pasania.
Yo,
and
head to
all
toe.
proper Pasania.
Ghana, Africa, blackness, head to toe.
Ah,
Wait,
you know,
I
yeah.
was like, yeah.
With a pushing,
videos like
with a pushing.
And from DC with Carrie Shell.
Carrie Shell.
Like he was bougie from head to toe.
He had the cross him, right?
Oh man.
I breathe with a
Walking
king
through
and a
the
queen,
hall-
bro.
Walking through the
King
halls
and
of
kings.
Parliament
Where they have
with the
Kings and
but think
queens.
about it,
and they
remember,
got
had them
St.
on walls.
Patrick,
Yes.
St. John. They got all of their saints on the wall.
And in the wall, they're conquering.
That's
all
right.
their conquerors.
All of it,
Just like when you go to Kemet,
Of
all of
course.
their
you got
conquerors.
Ramses,
Yes.
got the Battle of
Yes.
Kadesh. They got their Battle of
They are
Kadesh.
ready, yeah.
Right,
So,
okay,
When you want to
okay.
talk about Kemet, when you want to talk about the conquerors of Kemet, the tomb raiders of Kemet, the people who put the curse on Kemet, we in the hall of that bitch, right?
went
With a
and did the
Congo
ritual.
queen, and are they giving her? Are they bowing down to her?
Yes,
Yay or nay?
yes, they bow. Oh, all of them, they bow, man. You gotta
Right?
do the ritual. They
The
bow.
same Europeans that bow to the queen of
All the
motherfucking
time.
what's that shit? Buckingham Palace. So anyway, in the ritual we say, look, we want our people to be back on the
Liberation.
continent.
That's right.
We want this jubilee to do what it do. Right after that, what happened?
And it's going on.
The
Ghana open up.
receipts come in. They say, yo, for the year of return, legendary.
More than ever. More, yeah.
coming.
Record numbers
No, the
of
whole
blood,
Africa.
yeah.
Everybody's doing it. Ghana
Yeah.
did it. Nigeria's doing it.
Yeah.
The
Gabon,
month
all
of
the
October
time, yeah.
is the month of the
Yes,
return. Was
that's
16 October 16,
That's right.
19. So we were
The
there.
month
It's a
we was
ritual.
in the
That's the-
United.
No, I said
the
we
month
did a
we
ritual.
were united the kingdom.
Yes.
Because
I said
we
we
made
did a
it.
ritual.
We made a
Yes.
declaration in Parliament
did a
that
ritual.
we were uniting the kingdom.
That's it. That's
In
what
the
we did.
United Kingdom,
The Africa.
at the Parliament with a queen from the Congo
Yes.
at the throne. We was like, look,
Yes.
North America,
Mama again. Mama Africa.
the UK, hold on, Africa, all the nations in Africa and the Caribbean, four corners. Then I
Because you
come
gotta
home.
think-
Yeah, that's
Right?
it. Yes.
That's
He's
right.
the Caribbean.
Yes, no.
Sasha's the Caribbean.
No, it is.
Yo, so all of us was there.
No, it was energy.
Like
I
you
So
said,
told
we
you.
Maxim,
made a
Galagici,
declaration.
Benin.
We made a declaration, each one of us,
It's
in
a
the name
ritual.
of our ancestors. Because he represents a pantheon. He represents a pantheon. Don't get caught up in individualization. You will lose
We together.
You'll lose the mysticism
That's right.
and the
Together.
magic and the power of unification.
Yes.
Voltron, unity, the whole versus the fractal, right?
That's right.
The largest act, the first act of Pan-Africanism, not the first, the largest one we ever did was to create Kemet. Not one group of black people, melanated beings created Kemet. 42 nomes, 42 groups. I met one group, I'm from one group. I met the high priest in Accra, the high priest of the God. He told me the story and everything came together. I said, I've been studying Kemet for 25 years since I'm a little boy.
I told him. I said,
And I think this is a great part to depart, place to depart. Greg said you gotta own these buildings. And let me tell you this, before you own a building, you got to own yourself. You have to become the captain of your ship. You got to know what you are. The question is, not who you are. Get away from the individualistic, capitalistic mindset. What are you? What are you is gonna lead you to what you have to do, right? A lion that thinks it's a sheep,
no, shoot.
and what is it?
Perform as a sheep.
Stop
It's
playing.
a game.
Mm.
This can be controlled.
Woo.
A lion that knows it's a lion knows it has to
deep,
hunt.
brother.
Yes,
knows
sir.
it eats meat.
Yes,
knows
sir.
It's a carnivore. Know how to protect his young.
Yes, sir.
All I'm saying is you're gonna know what you are.
Woo.
Once you accept what you are, know thyself,
Woo.
it is over.
Man,
Black
know
Magic 360.
Yes, sir.
KTL.
Yes, sir.
Know the ledge. Aquamu Fier, Harlem Ensemble, whatever. You figure out what you are, it's a wrap. It's over. You step into, listen, there's a seat of all the nations, all the colors are there. Guess what seat is empty? The one for us. So nobody else can sit there.
Black.
They like, yo, when the Black Panther coming? When they coming?
They
They
scared.
stay scared.
Now they scared.
Everybody
The whole
know.
world is shaking.
There's a video, go find it. There's a video of Indian dude.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Indian
yeah, yeah.
economist. I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, you should
I
send
think
it
I
then.
sent it to you too. On WhatsApp. You can find it on YouTube. Talking about Africa's the future, the name of my company, the name of our company, our movement. He's talking about like, yo, the second half of the 21st century is black.
So Jack
It's
Dorsey, Jack Dorsey.
Yo, hold up. They saying that. Everybody keeps saying the video. Hold up. The video went out, y'all. They keep saying that.
But y'all can hear us. Y'all can hear us.
The
Y'all hear us?
the
We
video
break-
went out.
It's the crystals. It's the crystals.
Oh man, y'all can't see the video. Oh man, there's no video no more.
Yeah, it's the crystals on y'all.
It's the
Don't worry about it.
Only audio. They say only audio.
That's how it
It's
goes.
black screen. Oh, YouTube fucking.
That's how it
Man,
goes.
that's the
But
bullshit.
Jack Dorsey said that
Yeah, the video's out. My fault, family.
Yeah, Jack Dorsey said Africa's the future, and Jeff Bezos said India is the future.
Yeah, we wrapping it up.
Yeah, definitely. But Harlem
Look.
is the future too, and black consciousness and black magic is the future. So
We all black magic, huh, Red? Like the shit y'all did, like, you know.
Black magic, y'all. I appreciate you for acknowledgement.
Nah, the magic is real. Listen, family, the magic is real that happened. I know you can only hear me, can't see. But the magic is real that happened on 125th. I'm a living witness, and I had to document it. My job as a journalist. Red Pill, Sonetta, Jack Felder, Nova Felder, the Brother Sutek, the energy that they brought to one store did not allow this store to open up in 2 decades. In prime real estate in one of the richest real estate markets in the world. Try to get a one apartment building in Harlem and see what happened. Try to live in Harlem, live in New York and see what happened. It won't be a good thing unless you got a whole lot of money, 6 figures and better. So with that being said, man, it's real magical what y'all was able to do, whether y'all acknowledge it or not. You know, Sonetta's not into the metaphysics like that. He may not even understand what went down. But the shit was real regardless. And right in front of his spot, it went down and happened. I want to thank
And
y'all.
look at the castle that
Yeah.
we're building. And we will have residents in this castle as a payback for the work that we did. They built the castle on 25th. I don't look at that in a negative way. I look at that as congratulations for the work that we've done. I want to see my brother Nova's bookstore inside of this castle right here. I want to see Kings County inside of this quote-unquote porcelain castle, because sky's the limit, and I would never look past that. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I see it. That's gonna be a hotel / residential / movie theater / museum, monumental.
Indeed. Yo, we out of here, family. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.